The first coronavirus vaccine deliveries are arriving in the region's GP surgeries tonight. Hundreds of people are being invited in tomorrow to get their first injection. It comes as a new variant of coronavirus has been found, which is growing faster in some parts of England. Well, today, they're 9. So when will the vaccine start to make an impact? Well, I've been speaking with Dr. David Levy, NHS North West Regional Medical Director, and I began by asking him about Matt Hancock's announcement of a new strain of coronavirus. Well, we've seen also today that London has gone into Tier 3. Do you have any insight as to whether here in Greater Manchester and in other areas that are in Tier 3 that we might be able to come down now? We've got a few questions from viewers, if I can ask you a few of those. Pauline Ann Nicholas has written on Facebook, what happens between the 2 doses of the vaccine? Do people have to isolate in between them?
Okay.
Contacted. We know at the moment they're being rolled out to the over 80s and to vulnerable people. When do you think it'll be that the rest of society will start to be getting vaccinated? Now, tributes have been coming in today to the former Liverpool manager Gerard Houllier, who has died at the age of 73. The Frenchman managed the club from 1998 to 2004, bringing 5 major trophies to Anfield. He recovered from open heart surgery to continue to lead the club's resurgence. And as Richard Askham reports, there's no doubt that he had great impact at the club. Tributes to Gerard Houllier, and we'll be speaking to Richard Askham a little bit later in the programme about him. Right now, anti-fracking campaigners are calling for Quadrilla to restore its shale gas site near Blackpool as soon as possible. It comes as the company said it had given up part of its environmental permit. Meanwhile, some industry experts say fracking is unlikely to return to the UK. Here's our environment correspondent, Judy Hobson.
7 years ago.
Richard's here with the sport now. And Richard,
Annabel.
some fantastic news for one of our rugby league clubs today. Lee Centurions back in Super League.
This is huge news, Annabel. I've just been talking to the owner, Derek Beaumont, a few minutes ago. He's delighted, as everyone at Burnley that.
Really good. Yeah, I mean, fantastic for them, isn't it? Now, just before you go, we saw earlier your report on the sad death of Gerard Houllier. Yeah. One fan put it today, I mean, really, he was the man who began to bring the really good times back to Anfield.
He really did, Annabel, and I think
He's going to be remembered for a long time at Anfield, isn't he? Richard, thank you very much. Now, NHS workers from Liverpool, whose efforts have been vital during the pandemic, are the subject of a new exhibition at the city's Tate Gallery. They sat for an American artist, via video link just a few weeks ago. It's the fastest an exhibition has ever gone from idea to opening at the gallery, as Naomi Cornwell reports. Now, speaking of Christmas, it's Christmas star time again. And tonight we meet a wheelchair basketball coach from Chester, nominated for the tireless work that she has done to support her team throughout the pandemic. Anna Jackson took up the sport more than 20 years ago after developing chronic back and knee problems. That means she often has to use a wheelchair herself. And as Ian Haslam has been finding out, the former Paralympian has been putting her considerable experience to really good use. Well done to Anna. She looked genuinely thrilled by that, didn't she? We'll have another Christmas start tomorrow evening. Just a North West Tonight star now. Owain, I haven't seen you for ages.
I know. I feel like our kind of paths
haven't crossed, have they? You've brought with you some mild weather, though, haven't you? It's
getting... Oh, yes.
Yeah, it always does that just before Christmas, doesn't it? It gets all mild.
And it's nice to have a bit of a change, actually,
yeah.
for the time being. We will get the cold. Yeah, at least it's not quite as cold. I don't think we'll see those slippery surfaces, Annabel.
No. Strictly Final on Saturday. I'm gutted that friend and former colleague Ranveer is out, but didn't she do brilliantly?
Oh, she was amazing. I was really gutted as well.
Yes, I was. I think she was robbed, actually.
I agree,
Maybe
actually, Annabel.
Thanks for watching. We're back at 10:30. Bye-bye.
Bye.